Well, welcome to Barking Bird. It is Saturday afternoon, which is a little unusual time to see me. First off, normally you see me in the morning when I'm headed out to yard sales. We went to yard sales this morning. We did the enormous burrito. We did the cup of coffee. And we hit a bunch of yard sales. It didn't go particularly well. We'll get into that in a minute. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to do something a little different here. I picked this idea up from Froggy Flips many months ago. What I'm going to do, I've got this shirt, this nice Hawaiian shirt. I got this in a giveaway from Will World Thrift. I think I've given a shout out to Will before, but if you haven't seen him, go over and see him. He's a good guy. Will World Thrift on YouTube. He did a giveaway at one point in time. I won it. I got that shirt. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to send that off to another YouTuber, another reselling YouTuber. And the idea is to kind of a chain letter. It's going to go to him, and supposing this thing goes the way it's supposed to, he's going to send it to somebody else who'll send it to somebody else. And I want this to reach 10 people and then come back to me. Now, to help that thing get along there, I'm going to send some money for postage, and I'm going to send some envelopes so that really all anybody has to do is pocket some money, pluck it in another envelope, and then send it on its way. Shouldn't be too much work for anybody. This is a shameless attempt to support my YouTube channel. Yes, I want to be fully upfront on that. Hopefully I'll get a little something. Right now, as we speak, I've got 27 subscribers. We'll see what I have if the t-shirt or the shirt gets back to me. When that shirt gets back to me, I'm going to auction it off and donate and do a drawing of the 10 people that see it, and then I will donate that to the proceeds to a cause of their choice. Give them a little reason to participate other than just supporting me. Anyway, I think it sounds like it's a little bit of fun, and we'll see if we have any success with it. So, back to the yard sales. Again, it was not good out there today. The yard sales here have really lost in quality a bit over the last month or so. I probably hit close to 20 yard sales today, and I will show you here real quickly what I picked up. The first thing I picked up is this WE Conduit. We got that for $2. It'll sell for about $11. It's in very good shape, so it should sell pretty well. We picked up this Uniden Bearcat scanner. I guess it's for scanning police and fire and that sort of thing, seeing what's going on. We paid $7 for that, and it should sell for about $50. I like that return on that. That's good. It's in nearly new shape, but it is not new. It will be sold as used. I picked up this Igor talking chess set. Apparently it teaches you how to play chess, and you can play chess against it. It's tested. It works. I was a little concerned about it. It was the yard sale. I pulled all the pieces out. I pulled the battery covers off. The batteries had exploded inside, but I have cleaned that up a bit and tested it. We paid $2 for that, and it'll sell for about $40. So again, good returns. Then I picked this up. It is a Synology disk station. Don't ask me what it does. I don't have any clue. I'm told it works. It says $15 on there. They let me do it for $10. I was excited about that because when I look it up, this thing brings about $120. Assuming it works. I'm not even certain how to test it. In this situation, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll sell it as, I won't say test it on it, but I'll sell it. And if somebody has an issue with it, they can send it back. It's worth that risk to me to make $110. Chances are very good that it does work. So I'm kind of excited about that one. And then there is Let me see. Oh, wait. That's right. That's all of it. Oh, my goodness. I picked up 4 items at garage sales today. I spent $31. This $31 would be worth 221 bucks. That's about a $190 profit till eBay sinks their teeth into it. eBay will take about $30 out of that, so it's 160 bucks. That's still a decent way to spend my Saturday morning. It's not going to really pay many of my bills though. So it's like I said, that's disappointing, but it got me thinking. What else do we do when we get to this situation? This happens. I mean, next week there's a good chance I'm going up to a 90-mile yard sale in northwest Georgia, the Dixie Highway yard sale. I've been told it really isn't much, but it's 3 days, and I'm figuring it can't be a whole lot worse than what I've done here today and recently. So we'll head up there. We'll see what's going on. If that yard sale is just not doing it, I can scoot a little south into Atlanta. I'm thinking it's been a little cooler, a little longer up there, so they're not quite into the same season that we are. We're getting hot right now. We already had all the community yard sales. People have brushed the winter off, and now we're into, clothing, glassware, and stuff from Sharper Image. And it's again not really a lot out there right now. So what do we do when that happens? Yeah, I'm a former poker player. Haven't played a lot lately. Used to play a lot, but I studied and studied and studied it. One term that is really close to my heart, that really kind of determines most everything that I do in life, is EV. It's an acronym for expected value. How much expected value does something have? How much expected value does one activity have over another? By going up north next week, I think my expected value is higher despite the expenses involved. Even if I don't perform well, even if the sales don't perform well, I'm kind of laying some groundwork for myself for the 127 yard sale later in the year, which history just tells us will absolutely perform well. And I have not been to a lot of big yard sales like that, so a little experience there is good for me. Beyond that, just a change of scenery can be good expected value. What other things are good expected value when we're doing this? When I'm out there only getting 4 items in a day, I'm practicing. I'm practicing buying the right stuff. I passed on a lot of stuff today. I didn't get desperate to buy something simply because I was out there. I saw some things that, they were mediocre buys. Maybe I could have made an excuse to buy them, but I let them sit because I knew either they weren't going to get listed, or they'd sit around, or they were going to take a lot of effort to clean. Maybe it was something that even if I bought it and cleaned it, was it really going to function? Was it going to sell? I found a Sony camcorder out there, and I really wanted to buy this thing, and they wanted $5 for it, and it wasn't enough. Then they offered me 2, and I'm saying, what sort of risk is there in that? Well, I started looking at the thing a little closer. The tape door wouldn't open. So now maybe I just wasn't seeing it. Maybe the tape door would open. And $2, what's really the risk there? Well, for me, part of the risk is it sits around and waits for me to try to figure out what to do with it, figure out how to open that tape. Maybe I end up spending some money on a battery or a charger for it. So instead of $2, I end up into it $15, and it would have brought some money if I could get it working. But there's no guarantee I was going to get it working. I let that one sit. Maybe I lost there, maybe I didn't. Maybe I won there. But what other things can we do? I mean, when we're out there, I'm making friends when I'm out there. I'm practicing making friends. I'm practicing being nice. I've heard people that see these videos think I'm a really nice guy, and for the most part, I really am a nice guy. But on occasion, I can be a real idiot. Sometimes I'm just not the nicest guy in the world. I found that out this last week when my daughter was in town. She helped point that out to me a little bit. And I appreciate that because I don't like being like that. But I practice negotiating. I have fun with people while I'm out there. And all that stuff takes some practice. Some folks do it naturally. A lot of us don't. A lot of us really need to have more experience doing that type of thing. Other things that can be good EV that we don't think about: organizing our offices, resting, spending time with family. These are things, I mean, that you're really sharpening your axe when you're more organized, when you're more rested, when you can add rest, joy, or knowledge to your life. You're sharpening the axe. You're becoming better at what you do. You're becoming better at life at that point. And when you're better at life, you're going to be better at reselling. At least I am. And I'm, the reason I bring this up, I know a lot of us tend to work really, really hard. I've been working 60 to 80-hour weeks virtually nonstop for the last couple of years. I'm exhausted. I've just gone through a period of burnout. I'm finally, just over the last few days, starting to feel a little better. But if I head right back into it that hard, it ain't going to last very long. Some other things we can do, we can go through our inventory. Is there good stuff? Is there bad stuff? Is there stuff that shouldn't be here? Is there stuff that's taking up space? If you're like me, you've got a limited amount of storage space. I've got some things on my shelves that they aren't selling. I bought some wholesale or clearance lots, really, I guess it was. Big boxes. Spent a couple $100 on them, on each of them. There was stuff like I've got about 12 bars of soap in my office right now. They've been up there for about a year. They're competitively priced. They're priced about as low as I can with shipping. I haven't sold a single one. Those probably ought to move into the bathroom at our house. They ought to get out of the way so that I can store productive materials there. There's a number of things like that in my storage. Studying other aspects of reselling. I've been doing a lot of that the last 3 months. I've been a part of a group that's been absolutely fantastic. I've been studying retail arbitrage a little bit more, finding out how people that are successful with that look at a store, break down a store. I've been studying wholesale. I was to ASD in Orlando, which is a big wholesale trade show. The big one is in Las Vegas. I'm going there in July. Really just looking to create relationships with people so that I can, in the future, or even now, buy things to build up an Amazon store. The Amazon store will be more of a no-touch store. Sometimes you can ship that directly into Amazon from the wholesaler. Sometimes you got to bring it to your house, repackage it, and ship it to Amazon yourself. But once it's there, it's no touch as long as you get the right stuff. So I've been studying that. There's auctions out there. I know people that are doing incredibly well with auctions in various areas. I need to find some around here. I don't know that there are any. I don't know that there aren't any, though, either, because I haven't looked. There's a lot of stuff that I could have picked up today that would have been very good fare at an auction. It ain't worth doo-doo in my eBay store, but at an auction, it would have been great. Again, just some things, like I said, that we can do to move our businesses forward, even when certain things aren't working. I need to get back into the thrift stores. I haven't been in them for a while. I haven't had to. The yard sales have been so good for so long at this point that thrift stores have kind of fallen off my radar. I need to get back out there. I don't know what's out there in the thrift stores right now. Maybe that's why the yard sales are bad. Maybe the stuff in the thrift stores is that much better. I need to expand my knowledge base on what to buy. One of the reasons I bring up and watch Will World Thrift, he does a lot of clothing. I'm terrible with clothing. I don't have a good attitude towards clothing. For me, clothing sits and sits and sits. Is that because I'm buying the wrong stuff, or is it because I'm pricing it wrong? Maybe it's because I started off eBay buying that, and the stuff's just been sitting in the house for so long now in a box that nobody sees it anymore. maybe I need to dust that stuff off and relist it and lower the prices way down and just turn that inventory. Maybe that's a good idea. I'm not really sure. But reselling's still making me money. I am finishing, what is this, May 29th, I think. May has been my most profitable month that I've ever had in reselling. It was because of RA, because of retail arbitrage. That was the primary reason for it. Will I have another big month with that next month? I'm guessing probably not, because the one thing that I was chasing is not really available right now. Or maybe it will be again. Who knows? And if it's available, it's going to be profitable again. But again, there's lots we can do with resale. We just have to keep our eyes and ears open and continue to be creative and pay attention to the expected value. Where can we make that money? Anyway, that's all I've got today. I'd appreciate it if you would like, comment, subscribe. If you've gotten this far and I haven't bored you, well, there must be something there that's good. So I do need the subscribers, and I do enjoy y'all being here, and I appreciate that you stop by and share a few minutes with me. Bye. Bear down.